What is up, Ring Army? My name is Nice and welcome back to us on a news video. Today we're going to be talking about how the Invisible Man has unfortunately beat Sonic the Hedgehog. Before this video starts, I just want to say if this is your first time here on the channel, please subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss a video. We're trying to reach 10,000 rings in the army before 2020 ends, so we really appreciate it if you can hit the subscribe button. Anyways, let's get back into the main topic. Sonic the Hedgehog has been dethroned at the box office. Not even a solid reception and impressive debut were enough for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie to hold on into its box office lead for more than 2 weeks. It was bound to happen at some point. No movie stays number one in the box office forever, and eventually moviegoers are going to move on to the next big thing, such as the case for Sonic the Hedgehog, as it's just been revealed that the film, despite having led the box office for 2 whole weekends, has been unable to do so for a third. Knocking the film off its pedestal is The Invisible Man, Universal Pictures' new reimagining of the classic HD Wells story. Unlike Sonic, which is a lighthearted and fantastical adventure for all ages, the new take on The Invisible Man is both a brutal horror movie about an unseen terror and an exploration of the highly sensitive real-world issue of domestic abuse and the struggle survivors face just to be relieved. It's about as jarring a tonal shift as one can imagine. Reports state that the film managed to take the top spot this weekend with a domestic debut of $29 million, in addition to an extra $20 million overseas to bring its total opening haul to $49.2 million. Its success, meanwhile, resulted in Sonic the Hedgehog being dumped down to the second place spot after only bringing in $16 million. Now that it's been dumped off the top spot, it's unlikely that it will ever regain it before it leaves theaters. Oh, I hope it does, man. I hope it does. Still, while its momentum appears to be decreasing, the fact remains that Sonic the Hedgehog has done very well for itself so far. This weekend's $16 million have brought the film's total domestic gross to a respectable $128 million, which, combined with the $137.2 million it's made aboard, brings the film's total to a respectable $265 million in just 3 weeks. That's definitely not bad for a movie that's reportedly cost around $95 million to make and was once thought guaranteed to flop based on its immense backlash to the movie's original design for Sonic. Even if only ended up dominating the box office for 2 weeks, it's hard to argue that Sonic the Hedgehog hasn't been a success and won't stand to make even more money before its time in cinemas is up. So to wrap things up, yes, unfortunately The Invisible Man has dropped Sonic to number 2 and not number 1 in the world anymore, which is really sad because Sonic the Hedgehog was number 1 for 2 weeks and I was really hoping for a third week, but unfortunately The Invisible Man had topped us. But don't worry, this does still mean that Sonic is one of the biggest movies right now in the world and we can still get more money for the movie so we can get a sequel in the following years. So don't get sad about this is just for now. Sonic is still one of the biggest movies on earth right now, and that is good enough for Sonic.
I see it, and now it's all within my reach. Endless possibilities.